Assalamu alaikum. Hello guys, Silver here. Today we're gonna be streaming Genshin Impact. I hope everything works well. Tell me if you can't hear the audio. Let me check. Seems to be working fine. Okay. Yeah, anyway, hello guys, Silver here. Today we're gonna be doing the new Archon quest, Bedtime story. I've been waiting a lot for it. Let's jump right into it. Not waste any time. Is the story finally gonna progress? I hope it's not like, oh, it's an illusion.
It's you two.
I hope we actually meet the twin.
I have a commission here that has your names written all over
Oh, it's just a dream.
In fact,
I hope it's not something
I'd even go so far
like
as
that.
to say you're the only ones for the job.
Oh.
The only ones for the
Ain't
job?
sleep?
Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
No. It is an Archon quest after all. I've never heard of that classification before, yeah. Yeah. But sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon did you need us to deal with today?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting.
Okay,
All
what's
it
it about?
asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Oh?
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across
Our,
this commission
twin?
while reviewing our backlog not too long ago.
Oh, maybe the twin was asking about us 500 years ago?
It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
Lottery will get you everywhere, so
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so
The
who are we
commissioner is
looking for?
Dainsleep, right?
And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say
Oh,
one of their own
okay.
villagers has gone missing. But the problem is,
Oh my god, the S
they
is...
don't know the missing person's name. They can
Stop
only
peeking
provide
the mic.
information about his general appearance.
They're peeking the mic with every S.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs more to carry out.
I don't know. YouTubers would get a lot more in return if they went, oh, I did a prank. Man, they cringe. And they're all staged.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Alright then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Vimara Village.
Fury.
We made it to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Oh my god.
If this
Why
commission
was
is
it
really
pointing
as
there, then?
challenging as Cadver made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Take some radish. We are in the radish Archon's territory after all.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Never seen you
Oh,
before.
no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to
Don't
here
worry,
in
we're the main
questions,
character.
and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
It's
Guess
Dane's
you are
sleep,
really
probably.
sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Is there anything else you can
I
tell
know
us?
it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village
did
as
he look
someone,
like?
you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
At least give us
We
a
just
description
don't
of
know
what
the
he looks like.
specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
So they forgot what they... everything about him?
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Isn't that effects of... like the Aranara kind of?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers.
Oh, they do
I
remember
even
how
saw
he
him
looked.
stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good
I'm
impression on
confused.
you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Okay, that's definitely not... Dane's
Could he
sleep.
have just
Genuine and
moved
pure
away
doesn't,
without telling anyone?
doesn't apply to him.
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no
Oh,
way
maybe
he
he's
would have
talking about the
managed
guy we
that.
killed. Oh, sorry about that. Our mistake. You know, he was a traitor after all. He was selling kids. You know?
Alright, thanks for the information.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna go ask around some more.
we failed. We couldn't find him. Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, sure.
The wind rises.
I completely don't know where he is.
I really hope he's okay.
I don't know if you remember, after doing the Aranara quest, you can come back here and you can find one of the guys responsible working with the Fatui. In the old House of the Heart, I think.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
My dear.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he would often take time to visit the elderly, and whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder, but, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
They just said, we just got from that guy that, no, they all forgot.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember.
This is related to forbidden knowledge, erased by the world tree, something like
Well,
that.
Traveler, what do you think?
What's going on? A lot of things are not
I
adding
don't
up
think so
yet.
too. Like the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name, and nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
So it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's not that he's been erased necessarily, but more
kinda-
like he never existed to begin
Yeah, I
with?
kind of thought that too. Since the story is called Bedtime Story, I thought maybe they're all dreaming, something
Okay,
like that.
Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Or like some sort of mass operation of people's memories.
You two are the adventurers who just
Possible I could
arrived,
say
right?
that.
You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so
Okay.
glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Certainly try our
Yeah,
best.
no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Okay. Finally some progress.
Squall Fury!
Let me collect these, 1 second. I have a low supply on hara fruit. Hara fruit.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Okay.
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you
Okay.
always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I get what you mean. If that's what family is for. She just said she's an orphan, so I think I get what
Really?
you mean.
You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member. But now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my
Wait,
way,
I
I
saw
knew I
two
could
people up the
always
tree.
talk to him.
Or was I mistaken?
He
I'm
was so
pretty sure I did.
thoughtful and pure. And patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell. No, none of those things matters now.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or
Still not much to...
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't
Helped us
more help.
understand him better.
The last
Yeah.
time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Time always passed by really
Around
slowly.
dusk.
Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right?
It's in the afternoon.
What's wrong, Traveler?
There's always the same time of day and time never seemed to pass. Yeah, that's really suspicious. It's definitely not a regular missing persons case. But Atossa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling the whole mystery. Like maybe the oasis? The stopped oasis? Yeah, I can see...
Hey,
Are these dolls
look at those
on the
hillchairs over
tree or
there.
something?
Doesn't it seem like they're
Did you see
acting
it,
a little
Jack?
strange?
Did you see it? Ooh, Abyss Mage.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Yeah, I can see things out here. What the heck is this? Are these dolls of them? What are these supposed to be? Strange. Did he disappear? Oh my god. I just wasted my ult.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Stabilize. Squall and Fury.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is what is the episode they're doing around?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
You have reported
Maybe the
that
Abyss
to the
Order
guild
really
as well?
is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vilmara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainslev!
Over here? Is he fighting the Abyss Order?
Ah, it's you two.
Strange.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway.
Over
See you
here?
later.
Really? You meet him?
Yep, see you later, Atossa!
That was a bit strange, honestly. Suspicious.
Why do you always have to pop
Okay,
up
you
out
said
of
you'd
nowhere
tell
like
us
that?
who was
Is it your
the
life's
crystal
mission to
guy
jump
next
scare
time
us or
you
something?
meet us. You'd better do it. You'd better do it. You don't have to keep us on a cliffhanger anymore. Please do it. Is it your life mission? Jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to
Exactly.
investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their trail, but I admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now.
Something said
The
as well.
Abyss Order
Spicy.
is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
Pretty sure it's already in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary
Exactly.
motive. I would imagine
It's
the
more of the
increased
dream, I
hilly-trail
think.
activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around.
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers, and after that you saw us many answers here.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Rental based on TV, question the villagers until the sky crossed darkness. I heard they will add
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village.
that history of dialogue thing. It's either this update or the one coming after. At least that's what I heard, but I guess it's not. Let's see, maybe it's the next update, but I've been asking for that for so long.
Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then, how about the until you promise me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory.
Yep.
The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Yes, finally! Is he gonna give us an answer? Please.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in her.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation.
Oh, is he from Canada?
His name is Vedrfolnir,
Wait,
the Visionary.
where have I heard that name? Oh wait, that name. What was her name? Skirk said it when she was describing the fowl and Rhine-daughter. She also mentioned Vedrfolnir. So he's at that level, basically. Oh,
I'm loath to admit
but
it.
unfortunately,
He is also
it's
my
not King
king.
Deshran.
My older brother.
Ooh, he has a brother?
Your brother?
What really happened in Canada back then?
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of Kanria.
Oh, 5 sinners.
The wise, Roptatir. The visionary, Vedrfolnir.
Okay, Gold Rhino.
Gold,
The foul.
Rhine-daughter.
We know it's Sortology.
The foul, Sertologi. and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Oh. So these are all the sinners of Khaenri'ah. Oh.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhyndaughtr is the one who created Albedo. SilverLAG is Skirk's master.
Yes, exactly.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedafulnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected, yeah. That's true. Then the stone slates we found that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vedafulnir's doing as well. Yeah, exactly.
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields.
Okay, dang it, the dance leaf quests always with the lore drops. I love them.
The 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster.
We know Rhyndaughtr is one of the ones who
Finster
caused
King
it.
from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
Finster King?
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
Oh.
And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
And then my sibling came into contact with your brother?
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
Must be hard to talk about all of this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate.
Exactly, yeah.
From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective.
From the name, we can guess that they're trying to weave fate.
Based on the intel I've gathered
Loom
so
of Fate.
far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Hmm.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able
Wait,
to
I'm pretty
observe
sure I
your
heard the
siblings'
theory from
memories last
Ashikai
time,
that
yes?
says exactly this thing.
I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
One of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories. Yep.
Wait! Then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Yeah.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up
Are
with
they
Dane
trying
again, we're gonna need
to-
all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Are they trying to like recreate Kanria from the memories of the ley lines, something like that? Like poof it into existence or something through the memories and willpowers or something like that? We know willpower is important in the world of Teyvat. That's why the descenders are so significant. So they use a collective, by manipulating people's memories, they use a collective willpower and they will it back into existence, maybe.
So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday.
We had the rest.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Behold!
Let's go.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Was he
Did
also affected?
something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Yeah, I think he was also affected.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just
No.
talked to...
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly do you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How is that even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field
Yeah,
tiller.
exactly.
They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Is the eye still safe? What if that memory is real? I don't think it's real, but maybe it's some sort of suggestion. But is the eye still
Your
safe?
concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet.
Just yet. That's the main point I was saying. So it might be possible, as I said, they want to
However,
recreate Kanria from
Considering
memory.
their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
But what if someone follows us if we go straight there and someone is on our tail? Aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Exactly. Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place. The first thing to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. Like he might already have a plan. He should still address it. His memory has been tampered with. He's not his usual self. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
So the one who'll follow us is maybe the twin, and they'll retrieve the eye of the first teller.
Too slow. The wind rises.
That's why we'll be able to meet him, because who else can fight Dane, you know? It has to be the twin. But since the twin is the prince or princess of the Abyss, Maybe one of those 5 sinners is the leader of the Abyss, now that I think about it. So...
Squall Fury.
I don't think it's Vidrifalnir. He just made them make the Abyss.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh. Suspicious.
Hey, wait up!
Really suspicious. Maybe by implanting the memory, they'll make it real, so when Dane gets the eye, he'll hand it to them. Maybe something like that. It seems it's affecting his reality. Place of revelation, Dane brings you to where he hid the eye. Or as you continue onward, the answers will soon be revealed. But when you step within, there seems to be something strange going on with Dane. Let me read the quest description. You have heretofore been unable to track down the missing man. You encounter a familiar figure after the creatures of the Besate. Oh, familiar figure, huh? Huh? It says... I want to change the team.
There's still a long road ahead.
Okay, let's go with this team. Oh, the ancient civilization. The statues. The one we see in Konami and stuff like that, the unified civilization.
Germinate! Gather! No rest for...
No rest for the wicked.
Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due! Guilty! Your penance is due!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Okay. Nothing below. Give it to me, haha. It's just as mine. Okay. Did he put it inside this thing?
Yeah.
Solidify!
Scatter!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. You stand condemned.
Yeah, I remembered I did sign on quest on my own because I just couldn't find the time to stream it, and the new update version was coming out, so I had to do it on my own. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's like an 8 out of 10, maybe 9.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
There's nothing up there. How do I move the light? Oh, I get it. Now I move this. Now I move.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Okay, Dean is gonna start acting strange now, probably. I go there. I'm just checking every corner, making sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, I can go ahead. Ooh, the statue. That freaked me out. Whose statue is this? Can he tell us?
Looks like we can't go any further.
Oh, the twin?
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
That the water?
Gather.
Or ice?
This is order.
I think it's water.
Propagate!
By royal decree.
Nowhere to run! Through me, justice is served.
Ice.
Penance is due! You stand condemned! Guilty! Your penance is due!
Crumble.
Oh, I'm here. Are you okay? Okay, you're gonna die anyway. That was
Just
funny.
as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
What?
Dane?
Your
What's
plan
wrong?
or something?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
If you hit on your own, you'll be alright. I think those were. There is no problem with the ley lines. I think they were implanted memories to.
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager.
Yeah, I think they might be
Just
implanting
think
these
of it as a way
memories
to divide and conquer.
to have Dane on his own, so they can have their plan work. Maybe it's Dane as well. He isn't exactly a trustworthy guy, you know. The twin. I'm pretty sure it's the twin. Yes, it is.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
He has the aura of the abyss on her.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
I am, but any army marching to him would be marching to their doom. That's kind of... How strong is he? We don't know yet.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and... Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
Wait, I hear something. Okay.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun.
That voice is familiar. Is that Bedtime?
At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy.
It is, I'm pretty sure. Now that I think about it, if he's Dane's older brother and the descriptions were similar to Dane, then it's probably Bedtime.
Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too?
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check it.
Give them to me. I'm stealing from them.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears.
Okay.
You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
The voice is familiar. Where have I heard it before?
Over
Can't
there.
open them up.
It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should
Okay. Really? I can't do that? I can't configure my party as well. I should have kept my speedy party.
It's much better here.
Okay.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware...
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
You don't remember?
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm... At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
But how is that? All right.
Oh my god, don't tell me they'll make us go ask around the village again.
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grim. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check in with the others first. Oh my
You're
god.
right. We should narrow down the possibilities
Oh my god. Can you make us stop talking to NPCs all the time? Oh my god. Even I'm getting tired. And they're not saying anything of substance at all. One conversation should be enough.
Who?
The others are just very redundant.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? Though he's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm...
Oh, I know who you...
Really? You
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
You know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too.
Oh, that girl, probably. What was her name? Atusa?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him.
Haram.
And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow...
Not returning to the past would be that simple, exactly. People have forgotten about the bursting mercy.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Up into conclusion.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why
Yeah,
we
exactly.
seemed to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, but didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't
Let's go
even
through
know
what we know,
what's a
so.
good idea. That'll
Always
help
at
us narrow
dusk,
things
he
down.
meets with the girl.
We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability
Don't
to...
tell me it's the twin. Plant memories into the minds of them.
That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of him? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him a...
Planting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There is no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. Time does not pass within
If
false
time was
memories.
allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion. All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are...
Yeah, it's the time thing.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time time isn't passing. That's the tell of the fake. The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off, like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
We consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. Atosa.
The color of the sky.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described.
Oh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been...
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Level 3.
Yeah, that's where the...
Okay, that didn't require all of that, but it works too, I guess. Yes, that's why the stage here over on the map is similar to what we did last time when we were in the memory. This is the exact same. We're in someone's memory. That's why it looks like that. Is this...
So, you see,
Wait.
Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was
is this
younger.
Caribbean?
She just talks like that out of habit.
This
She's
is
not trying to
Caribbean,
slay
right?
the
He looks
children
like
on
Clotta.
purpose. Oh, there I go
And
again.
if it's related to
Always
memories
talking
related
about
to
my
the ley
own
lines
things.
and the loom of fate
Do you
and pursue the ley
maybe
lines,
have anything you
yeah,
want
it's
to share?
definitely Caribbean.
It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful
It's
young
definitely him.
woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Finally found him, but how does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Here. Yep. It's him. Caribbean. Caribbean Alberic.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're Caribbean Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
The traveler talked.
Oh,
He finally
I
talked.
see. It was the memory, wasn't it?
Zack is getting
Your
paid.
sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
What's written here? Can you translate? Huh? I'll take a screenshot just in case. Maybe there's a translator on the internet. Imagine if I put that into ChatGPT and it translates it for me. Actually, let's try that right now. Wait 1 second, guys. Let's see if it does that. I would be mind blown if it does. One second. Okay. Let's see. Let it translate it. Okay. It did. Oh my god. The translation is what can you do when the world is against you and all the lies they told turn into the truth. What? I'm mind blown. It actually translated and that makes sense. What? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm blown away. Even as a computer programmer. Oh my god. Let me show you. I think I can show you. Okay. Can you see it? What can you do when the world is against you and all the lies they tell turn into the truth? Oh my god. Absolutely crazy. Wow. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all.
Like, quite exists.
As you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this.
Why is this
And now,
water the same as the
finally
primordial
arrived.
sea? A rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Caribbean as I can. What exactly happened to you? Was it exactly the loom?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Luma Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Luma Fate.
So we're inside the Luma Fate right now?
As for your question, the Luma Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines, yeah.
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create
Ashikai
and
was
implant
completely
memories.
right.
But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Ooh, so maybe I am right, let's
Once
see.
fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories.
So he dies.
But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
Exactly. So that was the source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caribert through the half-finished Luma Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all persons. Why did you implant memories of yourself into...
That. I was wrong to implant those memories.
Sorry, Kazuya.
I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village,
Just
but
was
for you
lonely,
as well.
maybe? I think.
I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
That's why I would have never guessed. No, I get it. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
Oh, the dolls on the tree again.
Even if
That's sad.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
Wow. And this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Korea back then. You know, everyone's looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you've only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. Exactly. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I've found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing.
The Loom of Fate is already completed.
The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Huh? Yes. Yeah.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But they never handed me the eye yet. Maybe he
That's right,
handed it to him?
because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
That's smart. Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that? When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
So when Dane froze up back then, it was because a false memory was being planted in his mind. No wonder. Yeah, I noticed that, but I didn't think he would be giving us that.
That was when I
eye.
implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time until the episode that took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning.
Dang it.
Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you?
Good goal.
Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Yeah,
After
I
he
did.
used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That
Yeah, I
story
remember that.
managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls.
Oh.
In that memory, I would tell them a story,
That's
just
sad,
like my father
actually.
did for me.
That's so sad.
It was a story of fairy tales and love. But
Wow.
more than anything,
And we keep killing them every
was the
day in
story
the
of
daily
us.
mission grind. Oh my god. That's horrible. So the thing that caused the Helichos to calm down back then was Cariversary. Where have I heard his name? Was it in Honkai Star Rail? I think when Pinocchio ended, there was a guy doing the epilogue that sounded like him. Maybe that's where I heard his name. Maybe I'm mistaken. Anyway, so that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. You know, when the credits are rolling. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the Helichans a moment of comfort and peace. Yeah, he's actually a really nice guy, I think.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time.
He's gonna disappear.
But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
That's why bedtime started. Wow.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Is this the real her or memories? I knew it.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
I almost can't believe it's real, yeah. They actually had him talk.
That battle earlier was tough.
And they're actually talking.
The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
Heavenly Principles are still asleep? Yeah.
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the Cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne.
Yeah, this might wake her up, that's for sure, yeah. I was
Such a
wondering.
flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation.
Exactly, but that definitely will wake her up, I'm pretty sure.
However,
things will definitely start moving in
will awaken.
Natlan.
We just don't know when that will be.
Wait! Natlan is called Auto-Resurrection. Could the resurrection be referring to the Heavenly Principles? They reawaken? You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit.
Yeah. I was
He
really
brought
surprised.
comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Yeah, they seem very evil. The heavenly principles, though I don't know.
Ether?
Is he gonna talk? Zach, getting paid?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end.
Sea of Flowers at the end. Oh, the place we saw in the Travail trailer.
Do you remember?
That's where the travelers meet.
A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together.
So that's why they have them at the end together. A long time ago when we traveled between worlds together again.
You told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom.
Ooh.
To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a coincidence. So maybe they are from this world.
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
The consciousness realm is fading, just as she said.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space.
No! I was gonna say don't make it. Oh, they won't remember. No!
You won't be able to remember anything.
Oh my god! No, I hate that plot device and stories. No.
Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
What was that at the end? Dang it. Maybe they'll show it later? What he said? I hope he doesn't forget. He is at the center, maybe his will finds a way. He didn't forget when God of Ata was erased. Man, this story is really good though. Went places I didn't expect.
Still so sleepy.
I still thought though that talking to the NPCs was a bit too much redundant, but it's not like it's too bad. It was a small segment, so currently the star is like a 9 out of 10. Let's go. Maybe 9.5 even.
Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't...
Okay.
Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
I'm having trouble thinking straight right now. He never changes, does he?
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Carbert and I talked for a while. They told me about the Loom of Fate.
Really? What a score!
Guess our commission is complete, and the missing villager, the person who only exists in people's memories, Caribear all along. So he can't remember anything after Caribear disappeared only. Well, that makes sense as well, I guess. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
I can't seem to remember. I mean, just started to just feel like something else happened, but I can't hear it. Almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently.
Oh, so he implanted the memory of him leaving.
And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Gary Bear said it's good, right? That was the last memory he gave him.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
Yeah. Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Poor Kari Bear.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Kari Bear is gone. The Loom of Fate is now complete.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the...
Yeah. I wouldn't see how she's doing. He obviously had a crush on him. Let's put...
There are still so many places for us to explore.
I love the Sumeru music.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him? I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him. Wow, that's... Uncle... Which one would he choose, actually? Let's go, I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, He'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right? Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
No.
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
What was it that happened? I can't remember. Feels like there's something in my pocket. Oh!
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
You must kill along with each other, the two of you. Oh my god! Good job, Kari Bear! You're the best! This'll help him remember, maybe? Wait. Oh, I took a picture. Does the ChatGPT translate this as well? It says, what can you do when the world is against you and all the lies they told? And it cuts off. Is this accurate? I'm not sure. It's the same as that one. I don't know if it's accurate. Now I'm doubting the authenticity of the first one as well. So maybe it is accurate though. Man, I took a really good screenshot. I was in a hurry. I'm checking. Oh! No. Okay, yeah. There was a mistake. I told it, are you sure about that? And it retranslated again. It's welcome to Teyvat. Okay, this makes sense. Maybe? No, it seems a bit too short as well. Well, I don't know. Maybe someone can check. I'll post this as a video maybe, and we'll see if it's a short video, and we'll have someone on the internet check that's actually into these things, you know. We're getting some Zaytun peaches. So the story is actually really good. I really like Caribbean. He's a really nice guy. Let's see. It's 200 now for the resin, yeah, as well. But I stopped using resin a long time ago. The most I do is daily commissions, and that's basically it. I'm tired of farming artifacts.
Add Ash.
It's
Thank
very
you for
annoying.
Add Ash.
They added some iron ingots there as well. Oh yeah, I got... Woohoo! Intertwined fate! Yeah, no, I think the story is out. That's it. I don't think there's anything left. And the events haven't come out yet. Oh yeah, Clorand. I actually haven't tried her yet. Okay, let's finish this with trying her out. Let's see if she's actually good or not. I watched the video on her, so let's see. Okay, that's her normal attack. Okay.
Ready.
Okay. Hold.
Time to testify.
Woohoo! That's cool. Dang.
Loaded. Where evil lurks. Shoot on
So
sight.
she's a really strong.
Don't get too close. Supporting fire.
Hands where I can see them! Stop! It's revealed!
Ready.
Damn.
Time to testify.
Woo! She's really fun. Not gonna lie. Let's try Sithos as well. Why is he using a bow, by the way? In the story, he used a spear. Like, we already have so many bow and spear characters as well. But I love a spear, actually. I love spear users. Oh my god, that's so slow. Does he not have enough energy?
Excuse me?
That's all the damage it does, and it takes so much energy?
Way ahead!
Why is it so horrible?
Uglay, you're up! Just like we rehearsed! My royal
Excuse me?
Oh my god.
Feeling lucky today?
Feeling lucky today? Okay.
Try to keep
You know how I said, oh, Florent is actually really fun and good. He's horrible.
Midnight Bedtime.
Practice on for size!
Homeboy is downright horrendous.
way ahead of you.
That does a nice amount of damage. Let's try his ult.
Sage's wisdom.
Homeboy is downright horrendous, homeboy. Okay. Unfortunately, he's so cool. He's very horrible, though. Yes. Unfortunately.
Don't you think my craftsmanship deserves a higher price? Don't you think my craftsmanship deserves a
I'm trying one last time to... If I start a new chat, maybe it'll translate it correctly.
Don't you think my craftsmanship deserves a higher price?
Yeah, okay. This seems logical. Okay, finally. Let me show you. Beyond the horizon, we'll always be together. Okay, this makes sense. I don't know if it made it up though.
Staring
it's
into
not.
my eyes is
It's not very
ill-advised.
difficult for AI to do that. But it makes sense. Okay, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!